Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
They played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants and Patriots are underway again. Now a play fake here on first down. There's a catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Moore, operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 55 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this is secured by the Patriots. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that play reminded me of Michael Strahan in 2001 when he was absolutely incredible. That was the year he set the single-season record for most sacks with 22 and a half.
And not surprised. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. for the first time with Ricky Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On second down, Williams. And spins away. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They get it off in 1. Elway. And open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. On third down, Elway. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, Elway. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin to drive with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against a big body.
No. Jack, Patriot!
Williams. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. Now it's Elway. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Howie Long in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Wilson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when we clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
He got 29 yards that time.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Leopard! Detroit! Gone! Over!
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll go on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Gone!
Off the play fake. Elway. And that is incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Wilson, he's going to let one fly for Tate. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Elway to throw on 2nd. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. Flushed out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So 2 quarters down. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And out now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. As an athlete, going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Again, it's Williams. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anywhere. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually get the defense back on its heels.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And now running right through it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A sensational effort from Barry Sanders. 45 yards on the ground. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
14, got it.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Gun. 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
He'll get it up the middle. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's Elway to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Jeremy Shockey, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. To throw is Elway. Over the middle. And it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Elway. Man open, Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. On first and 10, Elway. He fights him off. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They start the drive with Lynch. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the